Hi there, my name is Alain, and I'm sitting here on this absolutely stunning summer afternoon in one of our beautiful parks here in New Brunswick. And I thought I might talk about why I got involved in the anti-fracking or anti-shale gas debate. I guess years ago, working in marketing, I once had a client who was proposing natural gas in New Brunswick, and at the time I thought natural gas meant, an eco-safe type of energy. And of course, knowing what I do know now about how ad agencies can spin doctor, I realized just how wrong I was. And here I am sitting in front of this beautiful little brook, and I'm thinking of all the fracking activity that's going on around me within probably 45 minutes. And it makes me really sad, and it makes me really upset. And sometimes I feel that the situation, it's like, I think David Suzuki said, it's like driving a car at full speed into a brick wall and without any brakes. But yet, on the other hand, there are people around here who are really interested in making change and trying the best they can to make sure that these companies stay away. And it's all baby steps. As well, here in Moncton, for those of you who aren't aware, we have this ecological phenomenon called the tidal bore, which almost disappeared a few years ago. And if it wasn't for the constant work of one river keeper, that tidal bore would be dry. There's only 4 or 5 of these tidal bores left in the world. So I think about the river keepers and how much work they've done with just a few small people, and they've made a huge difference. And I'm a firm believer that if I can act locally and think globally, then there's a chance that something might happen. But I'm not going to be able to make any changes on the other side of the world, but I can do a lot in my own little way right here where I live. And part of that is talking to you right now and telling you that unless we start writing copious amounts of letters to our premier and filling out petitions on a daily basis and continuing the momentum of demonstrations, peaceful, then they are going to listen. But as Martin Luther King said during the high point of the civil riots back when there was segregation in the States, his biggest challenge was to convince the good people to speak out as opposed to staying silent. And I've seen this happen time and time and time again in Canada. It's like the old joke, why did the Canadian cross the road? And the punchline, sadly enough, is to get to the middle. Well, indifference is the worst thing in the world. Better or no, or definitely better or yes, but please take a stand on this and make your opinions heard. And I really, really believe through my own life that the only way that this change is going to happen is if we directly communicate to the people in power, and that is the Premier of this province, the Prime Minister of Canada, and the corporations. We can wave our flags and banners all we want, but if they are not receiving letters saying that we are not going to put them back into power and that we're not going to support them financially, then they're going to continue. So, bottom line is we live in a world that we deserve, and we have the politicians that we deserve. So, on that point, please, New Brunswick, For goodness sakes, wake up, smell the roses, and have a look at this. Isn't it worth it?